Welcome back to the Corporate Esports Association Dota 2 Spring 2020 tournament. Today we've got Microsoft Dota DOS versus Fail of Discord. I can't remember which bracket this is. It's probably one of the ones closest to the bottom. No flame, but like just objectively that's where they are. I don't know. I can't exactly remember how these teams have done so far. Let me have a look. Standings. So that's what I want to see. I don't even know if this is like showing that. Oh, it's telling me who I'm playing this week.
Only 10 seconds.
Oh, I'm playing High on Tangos again. Hello. Alright, in week 8, this is a week 6 game. I'm still casting these because I just haven't had time to go through them yet. This draft is taking forever. I don't know, but like these bans, they're like 30 seconds each. I feel like normally we're like well into the first pick phase by now. But man, they're really taking all their time here. Nothing stands out other than the DP that's like really meta. In fact, the rest of these hero bans are kind of odd. Rubik I think is a strong hero if you want to pick certain heroes. I mean, Enigma is a really good one if you pick Rubik. So if Rubik is banned, Enigma is not a bad pick, but it's I don't think Enigma should really be picked first. It's possible. He has like some flex possibility as well, being like position 3 or position 4. So I'm like, I guess you could pick Enigma early. Alright, and a CM ban. Hero is bad. Not a fan at all right now. Yeah, lost a lot of games.
10 seconds to pick. 5 seconds remain.
Wow, I mean, this is really taking a long time. Okay, I'm gonna open with Ogre Magi. So the other day I made a spreadsheet with all the hero picks so far. Very few games from Dota DOS. Lich is coming out for Fail of Discord. Maybe we'll see the Lich Grimstroke combo. Discord.
Only 10 seconds.
They haven't they've played Lich once before.
5 seconds.
I used to see Disruptor on their list as well, so maybe they played them together. It's still a good combo. I think it's just like very risky. You need like a very good draft to play around it as well. It's not gonna win you the game by itself. So now you have two really squishy supports that can't really start fights. Excuse me. I see Ember Spirits in the pool there. We can plays that. Okay, clockwork. I like that. Some flexibility here as well. It can be 3. It can be 4. I wouldn't mind this being the support duo either. It seems like a pretty good support duo overall. You've got a lot of slows, a lot of lockdown. Just a lot of ways to cause chaos in the fight, right? Like you're gonna have the Chain Frost bouncing around, and Cogs. It's gonna make it really hard to get around the battlefield. I like this duo.
Radiant's back.
Okay, Ogre Snapfire. Well, these two are both normally position 5. Snapfire will probably be the position 4 here, but I'm not really sold on Snapfire 4. I just feel like you could have a bigger playmaker, but maybe we'll see the new axe. I haven't really played around with it yet. I've never had a game where I'm like, oh, I think I should go axe this game. Just because like going Greaves seems so much better, and then like you're really gonna get like more than one item. My games have been pretty fast recently, so usually we either like, you know, stomp or get stomped, and then by then I just like only have one item because I'm a support player, and Greaves just always seems better. Mars banned out for Fail of Discord. Mars would really fit their lineup right now. He's just a hero who can keep people in place for Snapfire to go ham. It benefits a lot from the Ogre's attack speed as well. Well, okay, puck picked up. So again, some flexibility here. It could be 2, 3, or 4. So trying to keep it a little bit open. They have last pick, so they have the option to not run this puck in mid lane if the matchup is unfavorable. But there aren't really that many matchups that are that puck unfavored that I find. Like I can't really think of a hero that's like, oh, I'm up against puck, let me pick like, you know, Lena or something. That doesn't even sound that good. So it's a pretty safe pick overall. This hero is, I feel like, has been pretty underpicked recently. The nerf to the cast range of Waning Rift was kind of annoying. Just brought her a little bit closer to where she was before, like all the buffs. Faceless Voice. He's the wombo combo for Dota DOS. I'm not really sure if it's one of the Microsoft teams. They've just been like all-inning on team fight, and it hasn't really worked out for them so far. It's sometimes a lot harder to execute. Like Faceless Void, I feel like, is pretty difficult to execute properly. You really need like a very good Void player to not mess up the chronos. Otherwise, you're just griefing. Wraith King picked up for Fail of Discord instead, so he's like a really nice and easy hero to get around this wombo combo. You got an extra life, so you're okay with like eating up the Chronosphere in your first life and then go ham in your second. That being said, this could be a decent diffusal game for the Faceless Void, but does he really want to be showing up to fights that early? Wraith King certainly won't be. And then if Wraith King gets a Radiance and Faceless Void doesn't have a farming item like a Maelstrom, then he's gonna fall very far behind the Wraith King here. So I probably wouldn't go for Diffusal. They also now have this Legion Commander to keep someone in place, right? So Faceless Void, he can just jump in and keep smacking the dual target as well, and that means he doesn't need to like blow his chrono just to catch a hero. Although you might want to for the to lock down the party members. And another great hero to go with the Snapfire as well. You just duel into the one of his kisses, and it's pretty painful. Oracle gonna be banned out here for Dota DOS. I think this is a really smart ban here because you really want save against these two type of heroes. They still actually have the ability to run a position for Oracle. I could also see Shadow Demon as well. Could be okay. I mean, Shadow Demon is also like quite flexible, right? Like we're seeing a lot of mid Shadow Demons, a bit memey, but it seems really strong if you get off to a good start. You don't really, I mean, you can just get your poison stacks purged off by press the attack, so I don't think Shadow Demon is very good. It's just for the purge at that point. There's nothing to purge off right now, except maybe Bloodlust. That's what Oracle would have been better for, right? I like this Oracle ban a lot. Invoker banned out for Fail of Discord. This is a great Exort Invoker game. Although you might also be tempted to go Wex since you're up against a Wraith King. So either way, you had a lot of choice there. I think Exort probably would have been better. Viper going to be the final pick here, so they do think it's a Puck mid. I think Viper does okay against Puck. He can only dodge one poison attack with the phase shift early on, or just ever in general. So you're going to be eating these poison attacks and Viper will try and kind of push you out of the lane. There's not anything important to break. You can break the crits on Wraith King and the aura as well. It's not too bad. It's actually a big part of his kit these days. You know, people aren't even leveling the stun before level 11, so maybe this break will be pretty good against Wraith King these days. He's literally going to be a level 10 hero with no abilities. Alright, Tinker. Huh. So, okay, PK going to be playing the position for Clock. It seems like a rough Tinker game, to be honest. Like, you always got this Faceless Void chasing you around. If he catches, like, if he even looks at you, you're gonna get chronoed. Unless you've got the blink ready. It's not particularly the easiest game for Faceless Void either. Maybe you might buy a blink. Nah, that's I think if he just goes Ags, that should be enough. He doesn't need to like use the chrono, right? Just use the stun from the Ags, and then pretty easy, right? I'd like to see Axe. I think that'd be pretty dope. And the other thing is, like, it's pretty much instant as well, right? Alright, let's hop into the game. On the side of Microsoft Dota, we got God Gamer Bob Ross on the Viper, Andrew on the Snapfire, Flaming Panda on the Legion Commander, Stanky Danky on the Faceless Void, and I Harrier on the Ogre Magi. On the side of Fatal of Discord, we got Muffins on the Puck, Pepperoni on the Lich, PK on the Clockwork, Emmy Dies Alone on the Tinker, and Food for Coin on the Wraith King. So it seems like pretty normal lanes coming out here, nothing unexpected. Oh, I missed them completely. This bottom lane, I think we're gonna do okay. Snapfire needs to be a bit careful. Already skilled the Lil Shredder early on, so no chance of a cookie escape. His Clockwork doesn't have a Winlay, sport a headdress instead. So the chase potential not going to be as good. I feel like Orb of Venom is good unless you're like up against people who are faster than you, then you like definitely need a Winlace. But I'm not really convinced by starting with headdress on Clock. He's trying to hide in the trees and he finally catches Andrew here, but he's alone on this side of the river. Muffin's gonna go for the Rune instead. Gonna go 1v1 against his Faceless Void. No points in the bash for the level 1, so the battery is still not going. He actually, it looked like a bash, but he doesn't even have a skill, so it was very confusing. Gonna be 3 bounty runes going the way of Discord. Top lane taking a lot of damage as well. Ogre went for Ignite at level 1. I think this is definitely the best choice. Legion Commander gonna go for the Moment of Courage. I definitely forgot what that skill was called. I think that's pretty good. You're just gonna want to trade against this Wraith King. Alright, so he's gonna go level 1 Vampiric Aura. We'll see when he decides to put a point in stun. I think this is like, honestly, it's actually I think the best build for him right now, because like the stun is just bad. It's just such a waste of a skill point, to be honest. Alright, and Flaming Panda taking a lot of harass of this Lich already. 2 Clarities and I assume 2 Mangoes. It does feel pretty bad to like mango spam these days. Alright, mid lane. Seems like not much last hitting going on here. And both heroes missing their last hits. I don't think Faceless Void is ever gonna die in this lane. It seems quite unlikely. You just don't have the damage to kill him before he just time walks away. Let's see. Snapfire has Cookie now as well, so you can't even cogs the Snapfire if you wanted to. Although you know, needing to cookie out of your cogs is pretty worth it on the mana trade efficiency. Okay, level 2 Bloodlust. I'm not really that big on this myself. I just feel like having both the nukes at level 2 just increases your kill opportunity by so much. If you go for this Bloodlust, one of you needs to have an Orb of Venom at least to make it worth it. And this is not the case in this lane. So, not really a fan of this build. Let's see what Viper decides to go for. Actually, this will be quite interesting. In fact, I've been seeing a lot of Maelstrom into like sort of a more right-click oriented. Oh, top lane. Flaming Panda goes down to the Wraith King, who did skill the Fire Blast, so maybe you did secure him this kill. I should probably eat my words. I'm also kind of curious what this puck is going to go for. It's an offlane puck, so I don't know. I'd probably go for a blink first. You don't normally want to see blink first very often these days, just because it doesn't give you any stats. It makes it feel like you're farming slower, but you know, puck, he doesn't actually need items to farm. He just needs a blink dagger to get kills, and also like just the mobility helps puck get farm as well. Big battery assault. Deal a pretty hefty chunk of damage here, and this cogs damage is nothing to scoff at anymore. Level 1 is like not too strong, but level 4, 275 damage. It's just very unexpected. I feel like it's something that got like buffed over and over again until it became ridiculous. Gonna go for a bottle before the butts. I think that's pretty normal. Top lane's getting really low here. 2 points in the overwhelming odds. I don't know. I feel like this maybe is one of those like max press the attack lanes and just be annoying. I mean, it seems like Flaming Panda's successfully zoned out both heroes. Like Wraith King's not even going to approach the wave. So, you know, at the end of the day, the results are what matters. So I'm okay with this overwhelming odds so far. I just feel like they literally can't lose the lane. There's no way that anyone will ever die if they get max press the attack here. Oh, Lich might be in trouble here. 1 poison attack, 2, and yep, Pepperoni. He's pretty sure to die at this point. Although that wasn't a poison attack, interestingly enough. That was really long attack range from the Viper there. That was unexpected. What happened? Alright, Andrew got really low at bot. Probably looks like he got battery assaulted. Alright, Tranquil Boots on the Clockwork. I think that's a pretty good item for a support clock. That means you can always go into an engagement with full HP and use Clarities to get some mana back while you're roaming around. I think that's like one of the things that like people have improved upon the most, especially ever since personal couriers became a thing. Like just walking around with Clarities, always like healing up and being on full mana when you reach engagements. PK's not really doing it here, but like yeah, if I was in this situation, I'd probably just like buy a Clarity, keep one in the back pocket. I usually buy like 2 or 3, maybe even 4 at a time. just like be stocked up on mana for the rest of the game. Because now he's gonna enter this lane. Flaming Panda's in a little bit of trouble, but Clockwork, he doesn't have any mana to help out here. Even if he did show up, he ate his mango, so he has enough for one spell. Although that's a very strange rotation, he didn't really get anything out of it. Just trying to snatch level 4. Go get the experience. Oh, Stanky Danky gonna get a kill on Muffins here. And Puck, this is not where you want to be in a laning phase. You don't want to be outnumbered. It's just Puck is very good in lanes where the numbers are even, or preferably 1v1. But if Puck is outnumbered, it's tough. It's not very tanky. Alright, Orb comes out. There's level 5 though, so is Stanky Danky. Stanky Danky's actually almost level 6. I think once Void hits level 6, it's time to get a return kill, another kill on the Pucky. One more creep would do it. Snapfire, not gonna head bot yet. Once the Snapfire arrives, like this Pucky's dead for sure. Although it is non-trivial to get a cookie to land in the chrono. It is possible as a follow-up, like, so the way cookie, oh, okay, no, I thought it was a double rune for the, I guess the bot will just activate it. So the way cookie works is if you get interrupted during the leap, you instantly fall to the ground and like slam where you currently are. So if the Snapfire leaps into the edge of the chrono, it does the stun like immediately where Snapfire is moving. At least that's what I think is the case. Like I've seen like Force Staff and other stuff, so I assume the mechanics are the same. So like if you do it right at the end of the chrono, if Puck is on the edge of the chrono, then you just like do the jump. All right, the chrono comes out. See if they're able to get this. Not gonna go for the cookie. Silence comes out. It's gonna miss the bash. It's gonna get the kill. So no cookie required. No mana either. But went for the easier option. I was saying that like if Puck is on the edge of the chrono, you can do the cookie follow-up by running into the chrono right before it ends. I would probably miss the execution every time. I know it's sounded pretty complicated to do. Alright, Tinker with an illusion rune heading bottom now. Wants to kill this Faceless Void now that Chrono's down. He is a big target. Actually gonna go for the outpost instead. So announces his presence in the bottom half of the map. But they do have both of the outposts right now. Dream Coil comes out. Can they kill the Faceless Void? PK, he's arriving. They should know that Tinker's still nearby. Time Walk, gonna go back. Tinker's arrived now, but he wasn't able to find the angle for a rocket. And this is actually a fighting Tinker build. So outpost getting snatched back, so they will be able to get the outpost back for the 10-minute mark on the side of Microsoft. So outpost going to be even here. Looks like it's going to be 3-for-1 bounty runes. And it's pretty even so far. LC is level 6 now, but there's not much burst to try and get a duel win with it. Level 1 duel isn't really long enough to try and focus on getting a good Mortimer's Kisses, because like it's not gonna last the entire duration. You gotta like precast it if you want the full value during the duel, but that's like not trivial either. It requires some amount of communication, especially well, each command doesn't have a blink yet. Gonna go for a blink first. So I like this a lot. They need a way to start fights without the chrono. So Flaming Panda going to be the one for his team. You can start with Viper Strike, but it's like pretty difficult, especially during daytime. Front Lich shows himself. He gets Fire Blasted. The overwhelming odds is going to come out, and a Feedback Legion. A crit's going to come out from Food for Coin. Not going to be enough to finish the Legion, but the Frost Blast finishes her off. Level 3 Frost Blast. Oh, that's not something I see too often, but hey, got the kill. I normally see 2 points in Frost Blast, 1 point in Sinister Gaze, and then you max the shield afterwards. Oh, okay, you'd go like 2, 1, 0, and then you'd put level Sinister Gaze at level 4, and then you max Frost Shield after that. It seems like it's the more defensive build. But honestly, I think the Frost Blast is, the Frost Shield is like really good. It's hard to say no. Tinker's bot now, but Stanky Danky, he's got Chrono again. If not careful, like there could be a big rotation. Stanky Danky, he's gonna TP. The battery assault cancels it though. He has a time walk if he wants to go for it, but the Dream Coil comes out now. Chrono comes out as a defensive one. Battery assault's gonna finish him. He wasn't able to leave the corner because of the clockwork had body blocked him in. So very unfortunate there. I feel like he could have just time walked out there. Flaming Panda, he's going to press the attack and run forward, but not going to be able to catch PK in the duel here. Meanwhile, Ogre goes down at top. This casual ring up to Rust for the Wraith King here. Gonna slow down his radiance a bit, but it's all about the value regen. It's not as value as it used to be. Going from 4.5 to 4. Well, it was a pretty good kill setup from Puck and PK there on the clockwork. Just finding the Faceless Void inside the trees. Arcane Ring picked up for Stanky Danky here. I mean, I was really surprised this item gave int actually. It's in Dota 1, it was an energy booster plus a Ring of Protection. And so it's like, oh, you figure you should give mana. Faded Brooch also coming out for oh, there's a lot of items. Keen Optic as well. Keen Optic seems pretty dank for Lich, you know, some extra cast range on the Sinister Gaze. I'd probably put the Faded Brooch on Clockwork, seems like the best target for it. Oh, press the attack comes out, just casual blow the horn, scare them away. That is a very loud in-game sound. Ogre in a little bit of trouble here. What the fuck? I just had a Sinister Gaze, but on what? What the what was that? That was weird. I don't know what's going on in this game, dude. Some indie game with bugs. Alright. Clock, gonna go for a pipe first. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty nice this game. There's a pretty decent chunk of magic damage from the Snapfire. Viper does a pretty non-trivial amount of magic damage. Okay, well, he's got Hookshot now, but I haven't really seen him make anything out of him. He's already level 7, and I don't think he's been finding that much success. I don't think this Faceless Void is someone that, like, it's gonna be pretty tough to kill. Emmy Dazzling gets the kill on Flaming Panda at top. And the BTs, they're done for Tinker, and he already found a kill with them. He only has 1 point in the March of the Machine, so he's gone for a very fighting heavy build. TV's mid, gonna try and maybe just rocket this Viper here. And I mean, it's pretty scary for Viper to farm here. So 15-minute bounty rune is going to be 4 bounty runes going the way of Discord. They're starting to take over this game a little bit. LC, he's... Oh man, last time I looked at him, I feel like I looked at him like 6 minutes ago and he was trying to go for a blink and he only has 700 gold. This guy is poor. He's been looking for duels but hasn't been able to close the gap on anyone. And I mean, who's he gonna go for? He wants to find the Tinker, I suppose, but like no one would be trying to force people to come to this mid lane. But Viper's gonna push this in a little bit more. Oh, Faceless Void ends up going down a bot as well. Dream Coil and a Silence committed. And Tinker, he does a lot of damage this early on. Maybe we'll look to put the second point in rearm early on. I think the level 2 one is pretty common, but level 3 one, people used to hold out on it until they got enough mana regen. I don't know if it's the case anymore. Alright, Flaming Panda, he's up close, he got lasered, so he's doing no damage to the duel. The March of the Machine is doing player damage, he doesn't get the duel damage, but he does end up getting the Tinker. Muffins with the blink reveal there, getting a quick double kill with the Waning Rift. feel like that Sinister Gaze sound lasted way too long. Stanky Danky, he's on the high ground. He's gonna go for the time dilation. Muffins, where's the Chrono? He's gonna come out now. Muffins will be the first one to go down. Lich, he's probably gonna go down as well. So a nice return kill for Stanky Danky here. He's actually gonna go for Manta first, and I like this a lot against the puck. I just need to get off that silence, and it's really the main thing that's been screwing him over. Obviously the Dream Coil is pretty difficult to deal with as well, but silence is like it just keeps you there for just like even longer. Kind of like why puck seems like such a good counter here as like Quap now as well. All right, Great Fire Blast comes out, and Ogre stunned a skeleton. He's actually gonna get away. Andrew might be in a bit of trouble here. PK gets the return kill. Andrew was just like AFK. I could at least, like, you know, try and press E, take out a cog, and run to the tower, get some tower shots on PK. I feel like Andrew definitely could have played his way out of that one. At least tried to. Smoke up now for the puck and the Lich. They're gonna try and find the Viper. And God gave him Bob Ross. He is the highest level on his team. He's doing pretty decently, all things considered. He's actually no, he's getting dumpstered. What am I saying? All right, hook shot. I saw it. What? I heard it on. Oh, well, Stanky Danky, he's in trouble. The Dream Coil comes out, not even gonna be required, it seems. Bit of an overkill there with the Dream Coil, but you kill the enemy carry, it's pretty worth it. And Stanky Danky is the top highest net worth on his team. I think Viper should have done better. I guess the laser is pretty annoying, but the laser has a super long cooldown before he gets rearmed. I feel like this probably could have been a pretty good lane for Viper. But I haven't played the matchup, so who am I to say? I'm just a support player. Yule's next for Muffin, so no traditional offlane items happening here, but this will make it really hard to catch this puck. It's basically just the Chrono at this point. It seems unlikely you're going to be able to blink duel this puck. The hookshot comes out, it's going to whiff. And everyone's showing up for the mid tower now. Aggressive blink forward from Emmy Dazzler. There is a Chrono speed up. Do they know he's here? He spots the Tinker. Drop the Chrono. The time dilation comes out, but it doesn't work on Tinker. He's got refresh. God game for Bob Ross. He's in a bit of trouble now. The Dream Coil's gonna finish him off. Puck in a little bit of trouble. The Snapfire ulti comes out, but it's gonna completely whiff everyone. The Chain Frost comes out now. Gonna destroy Flaming Panda. He flanks Stanky Danky. He's gonna be able to run away, but the Rocket Laser finishes him off. And Andrew dies as well. Ogre, he's gonna be the last one to fall here. And that's a full team wipe for Discord. So, I think, he just didn't see the Tinker. That was really unfortunate there. You can't, I don't know if you can like definitely hear him do the March of the Machines, but I don't know if it exactly reveals the position. I think it does show the like the yellow, you know, path of the march. That fight looks very different if they got the Tinker first. God Game of Bob Ross also getting caught out on his own on the cliff there. There's a lot of vision here from the side of Discord, and none of it really de-waterable by this ward spot up here, so it's you gotta at least check multiple times. Excuse me there. Blink forward, jump forward from Stanky Danky. He will get the puck straight away, and Pepperoni, he gets caught as well. The first dual win for Flaming Panda here. Nice blink reveal to show it off with. And Tinker, he's gonna be able to defend this tower for quite some time. He has the blink with the level 2, or level 3 Master the Machines now. So, I'm not really sure where the power spikes are on the Master Machines, but food for Queen. He's run into 3 heroes, but Andrew is just a bit AFK. Not really sure what's going on here. A little time walk forward for the Faceless Void. But food for coin, he's got a Radiant. He's really scary right now, and he's got 2 lives. He just wants to fight them. And another rocket forward, Andrew, and Stakey Dakey gonna hit him by that one. Another rocket comes out, and Ogre, he should be in trouble here. The Wraith Fire Blast is still on cooldown for a little bit longer, but he's burning out to the Radiance. One tap from the Wraith King will finish him off. The Chrono onto the Tinker is gonna take him out, but now the buyback as well from the Tinker. Gonna be able to try and win this fight here, and big Snapfire is gonna come out. Duel will finish off the Puck here, and it actually killed the Tinker, the creep the Tinker was TPing to, so he couldn't join the fight. Good plays from Anji there, destroying that creep so Tinker couldn't rejoin. They will end up losing the Leech Commander, but they got a lot out of that. Tinker buyback plus a duel on the Puck, that's pretty worth. This Wraith King, doesn't really matter if you don't kill him, if you kill his allies. He's not going to be able to fight 5v1 quite yet. Although he is having a pretty free game this game. AC is pretty close to being done now, and he's going to be pretty difficult to kill. 2,300 HP as well, so maybe we'll see that Ring of Taras become a heart, and he's going to be incredibly tanky. See, plus 15 strength, not the skeleton's damage. I think the skeleton's damage is like super good, but it seems like he just wants to run at the enemy team, and I don't completely mind that because he doesn't have a traditional offlane as a frontline. He is the frontline for his team, while the Puck and the Tinker, Puck trying to like keep people in place for the Wraith King to smack, and Tinker's gonna blow people up from far away. So he needs to be the frontline for his team. I like this build a lot. Lich with a Glimmer Cape complete. This Frost Shield also going to be really annoying to deal with on the Wraith King. Clock is going to go for an Axe, so this overcharge ability. I mean, it seems really good, right?
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
Like I think people meme on the attack speed a little bit too much on Overclock, but being able to hookshot twice in a fight seems really good. Gives you better stats than the Refresher at least, and the cooldown is way shorter as well. Alright, everyone has made their way, but that was a really long TP to the outpost for the Tinker there, but the other creeps were a little bit too far away. Rocket's gonna come out now, the hook shot onto the Ogre. Magi will trap him in the cogs instead of push him back, and I'm sure that's not what he wanted, but Ogre will go down. Stakey Dakey jumps forward, gets silenced, the Dream Coil comes out, he doesn't have the Manta Star yet, the Chain Frost, he's gonna blow up! Oh, that's rough. I mean, even if he got the Manta off, he seemed like he was gonna die anyway. Alright, and Discord then, and TK going ahead, going high ground. They don't have the Wraith King hitting the tower for some reason. It's really their only tower hit in this game. So it's a little bit odd. I'm not really sure what's going on here. They could definitely take this, but Faceless Void, he's respawning in 10 seconds. Oh, they're waiting for the AC, but I mean, they still have the Wraith King ultimate. Who needs Aegis when you have Reincarnation? Speaking of Aegis, seems like not a bad time to go for it if they can. They have vision into their base. They have very good vision actually, so they can see whenever Microsoft are going to leave their base. They're going to know exactly where they're going to head. So Roche, not a terrible option for them right now, even though you are up against this Faceless Void. But a smoke out. They definitely smoked under the ward there. The pings are coming out. They're going to group up, put the Wraith King in front probably, and just try and waste their cooldowns and win in the second life. Illusion going to be at top. Oh, Ambidazzler is going to take it. Oh, they're going to try and beat the Chronosphere with the Tinker Illusion. Is this going to work? gets spotted now. Andrew gonna... Alright, it's not casting any spells, it's definitely illusion. The Flaming Panda uses press the attack, he's gotta run back from this illusion. They know it's a bait. Alright, PK, he shows himself now. Battery shot popped, the hook shot onto the Viper, but doesn't get the pushback again. Doesn't seem to matter. This Viper's gonna die. That was a pretty cheeky play from the Tinker there, but they didn't get exactly what they wanted out of it. But, you know, they ended up getting a Viper kill. Basher next for the Wraith King. This gives you pretty decent survivability as well. 250 health and a bunch of strength. So it's not too bad if you finish the Abyssal. Stanky Danky, he, oh, Blink Yules from the puck here. Seems a little bit odd, but whatever. Alright, I mean, they're back on the high ground. I'm not really sure why they left in the first place. I guess Viper's up in 7 seconds. The Fire Blast comes out, but Mover Coin, he's barely getting scratched here. The hook shot, it's gonna hit on the racks. I think that shouldn't be happening. The Snapfire ulti's gonna come out now, but I mean, Wraith King, is he really afraid? He will stop the Viper from approaching, and they're gonna back out again. They got pretty decent damage on the tower, took half the tower's HP. And it's back to farming, I guess. I mean, you know, you're ahead, there's no reason to throw here, but they're like really far ahead. Titan Sliver gonna come up for the Wraith King, but I think he still wants the Vampire Fangs, because just get that passive lifesteal from the Radiance. You just need to, you don't even have to hit people. It's only 6% though. 6% of 60. Alright, PK. Hookshot's in. Andrew's the one who gets caught. Silence onto the face of Spoit. He actually, Andrew, he's gonna get away, but Stanky Danky, he gets stunned, but he will be able to time walk out of there. No Dream Coil yet, but Food for Coin, he's just running in. He gets Viper struck, and Andrew gets blown up. Now, no buyback on the Snapfire. Flaming Panda, he was looking for a duel, but he wasn't able to get it. Who was he even gonna duel? Because everyone's like really beefy. Except maybe the puck, and they didn't really have any burst damage either. So, like, their only burst damage is like a multicast Fire Blast. That's a bit rough. It seems like Stanky Danky has decided against finishing the Manta. Is gonna go for a BKB next. I do like this, but oh, press the attack, blink forward from the puck, but no duel available because he's silenced. The Dream Coil comes out now. It's going to land onto 2 heroes. No, just 1 actually. But the Chain Frost comes out. It's going to do a ton of damage on the back line, and Viper and Stanky Danky both going to go down here. A Chronos Feet, and they weren't able to get any kills out of it. I think this game is going to be over pretty soon. Muffins, he dives forward. He's gonna take the racks now, and even if the Void respawns, he doesn't have Chrono, so what's he gonna do? Oh, that Snapfire E gonna slow down the attack speed a little bit for 1 attack. Alright, 1 rack's down. The bot lane, it's pretty low already. Forward from the puck, just being annoying, you know, just, you know, Blink using people, trying to just frustrate them, get them to leave the game. This game, I think, is close to being over. But we'll see what they can do. They'll press the attack on the Legion Commander, but who's she gonna duel? You can't duel the Wraith King, because he might actually just kill you. Clever Cape, gonna buy some time. Blink duel onto the Lich. This is one of the best targets they can get, but the Yules from the puck gonna buy some time. A 4-man Dream Coil comes out, and actually gonna lose Wraith King's first life. Stanky Danky, he's really low as well. He just managed to time walk out of there. The mid laser's gonna finish him off. He still didn't have Chronos Feet. He has buyback, but 2 of the other heroes on his team are dead. And I mean, they got the Lich. They killed Wraith King once, but can he kill him twice? That was not the case. Oh, and a Dagon now. only a Dagon 1, so bit of a pitiful red beam of doom. Alright, I mean, Raid King is level 20, so you can't even ban his mana anymore. Not that they had any mana ban to begin with, but also he actually went for the 2x skeleton spawn because he knows he's not getting his mana burnt. There's no diffusal blade on the Faceless Void, and actually, well, it doesn't really matter at this point. Either one was fine for this game. I just feel like it's a missed opportunity when you don't take the plus 30 damage to the skeletons. That's like a double damage for the skeletons. They do like 37 damage, so plus 30 is like close to double damage, and then the 2x skeleton, that's like another double damage right there. Just do 32 damage. Alright, Roche. Skeletons are gonna be on tank Roche for him, and it's going down pretty fast. Chrono is available now. They know what's happening. They've seen the march of the machines, but it's too late. The Roche is dead. It's time to run back to the high ground. PK, will he be able to see anyone? He should fire the rocket flare forward. Nah. It's not any reason not to. Andrew, actually he gets caught out here. He might just get hooked, and he will. He is gonna cookie out of there, but a 2-man Dream Coil gonna catch the Ogre and the Viper, and God Game of Bobros gonna get blown up here. So is Anju. They do have buyback. 2 heroes that died so far, actually all 3 heroes that died so far, but LC, he's gonna die, and he does not have buyback. He just spent it for that last fight. Yep, they're gonna take this Frax. The Chrono is available, so this is going to be their last stand. They can't get the BKB in time though. He has to sell his Yasha if they want to do it, but then he's going to have literally no items other than the BKB. It's not really a position you want to be in either. It's rocket spam. Just causing a lot of grief for Stanky Danky here. The GG is called. Not even going to go out with a bang. Seems like. Right. And a victory for Fail of Discord. They play a pretty good game. I guess they just like won most of their lanes, it seems like. LC seems to do okay at top, but don't really know what happened after that. I guess the Tinker made some pretty good rotations. The double kill blink reveal from Muffins was pretty godlike. It's a nice way to get it, show your blink. And I mean, it's also a pretty tough Faceless Void game, right? I don't know. I thought they mostly played okay. It was just not executing on their Wombo combo a little bit. Viper definitely fell off this game. Didn't really seem like Viper had a whole lot of impact. Had a decent, I don't know. I guess it seems like a hard matchup for Viper in mid. Okay.